Aloha, Ethan E2, embodied and empowered here. So I want to share my experience with enemas because this could very well improve your health. Possibly it could even save your life um, for you or for somebody else. So hopefully my experience can bring positive energy to your life, and that's my prayer. I want win, 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 win. I want to have an amazing life, heal from the brain cancer, release the intense pain that I experience all the time, release any energies that I don't need. And I want my life to bring positive energy to other people too. So I think that's ideal. I think that's why we're here, not to sacrifice ourselves for somebody else, but to feel so full and so in love that we have so much love to share with others and we can uplift others. So let's get right into it. Pun intended. So, yeah, coffee enema. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, I'm just sharing my direct experiences healing from glioblastoma, stage 4 brain cancer, multiple head infections. If you haven't seen already, it's kind of, I guess you could say it's graphic, but that's my reality right now. So, I don't know if you can see that. That's my abdomen on my head. There's a hole in my head. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing the coffee enema while I'm describing some of my experiences with it. So, yeah, physically, it's great for detoxification, for the liver, for the whole body. Um, I use Gerson therapy coffee enema. You could find it on Amazon. The way I like to do the enemas is first thing in the morning. And then I'll show you the bag. That's the enema bag. And it can hold, I don't know, 2 quarts, I think. Not sure exactly how much. But there are different ways to approach the enema. Now, if you've never done an enema before, they're pretty cool because you can control exactly you can control the experience. It's not like you have to have a full enema and you have to just push through it and endure it. You can literally put a teaspoon of water in the bowels in the enema, and maybe the next day you'll do 2 teaspoons, and maybe in 20 years you'll be able to do the full enema. Now you won't have to go that slowly, but basically the tube goes in your butt, and you and there's water in the enema bag. Oh, well, that's how I start with it. First thing in the morning, I use as pure water as you have access to. You don't want to be putting um, dirty water in the enema. It's probably better to not do the enema than use really toxic water because that's just going to absorb into the body. So it's important to have the highest quality water possible. I mean, if you only have filtered or bottled water, yeah, that's not ideal, but you could meditate on it. Is it better to do no enema or an enema with bottled water? So personally, I would rather do an enema with bottled water than not do an enema at all, um, especially as I'm detoxing a lot and healing. So you have to decide what feels good for you as far as the water. Um, what else? So yeah, first thing in the morning, it's usually good to do because before you've eaten. Um, you also have to take into account what your diet is. If you eat like you want to work on both ends, you could say, cleansing and purifying the food and the liquids you put in your mouth, which is one end of the GI tract. And then also you want to get stuff out of the other end of the GI tract as much as you can. And the enemas help with that. So the water in the beginning, that like if you do a full enema with only water, that can help you cleanse the bowels a little bit. So that's what I usually do first. Sometimes I put trace minerals in the water first to kind of like, I don't know, or sometimes a little bit of magnesium to kind of relax the bowels and release some of the stool in the bowels and try to clear out as much as I can first. You can even drink a little water in the morning first. Like try to cleanse out as much as you can, have a bowel movement if possible, and then you can do the coffee enema. So I'm not going to describe the ingredients or the proportions or all that. You could look it up online. Just want to share some other aspects of the coffee enema. So yeah, it's definitely a healing experience. There's a lot of energy stored in our stomach, in our GI tract. Obviously in the different organs in the liver, there's different energies and emotions stored. So it can be helpful to set intentions when you do the coffee enema. It can be helpful to say a prayer. And the cool thing is that it's a form of self-healing, so it can be very empowering to do practices that help you improve your health, let go of toxins, let go of energies that you don't need. I know for sure that when we cleanse any area of our life, it can have a positive impact on every other area of our life. Like if you've ever done any juice cleansing or even any improvements in your diet, you might notice that you want to clean the space that you live in. Or sometimes when you clean the space that you live in, it's a little bit easier to meditate, or it just improves the mood in your mind. So it's really awesome. You could actually cleanse your GI tract, and without doing anything else, it can have a positive impact on other areas of your life. So basically, everything can support everything. And that's another benefit of the coffee enema. So with the brain cancer, I'm doing the coffee enemas because it's, again, I don't even know the science of it. I need to do more research, but I do things very intuitively. And if I get guidance and it feels right, then I experiment, see how it feels, and go from there. But from my understanding is that the coffee can stimulate the nerve or the liver to release good chemicals like glutathione, an antioxidant. And this can be really helpful if there's free radicals in the body. So how does this relate to brain cancer? Because the cancer is in the brain. So how isn't a coffee enema, which is like all the way on the opposite end of the body, almost, like how can that help the brain cancer? Well, the healing comes from the body and it comes from God. It's not just a matter of removing the tumor and then the body is going to heal. I want to improve I want to improve every area of my life in all ways, including building up the immune system as much as possible, increasing the vital life force, the prana, the chi, increasing my smile capacity, increasing my the positive hormones in my body and my brain, or I don't know if hormones in the brain, serotonin, whatever good stuff is in the brain, happy feelings. I want to create as many of them as I can. I want to create prosperity and abundance in all areas of my life. So for me, doing the enemas and the coffee enemas are directly related to all of these energies that I want to cultivate. So it's not just a matter of releasing the old energies or healing anything that's needs healing, or even bringing anything into balance, but I want to cultivate what I call my unique vibration and the dreams in my heart. And then trust that automatically good things will happen. And also I want to directly address the glioblastoma with different treatments. But Also, I want to cultivate as much positive energy and be as happy as I can in the process. I don't want to wait till the glioblastoma is fully healed or the world changes, because who knows if and when that will happen. So in the process, I'm trying to remain authentic. Like last night, I was just crying in pain. So that's what I went through in that moment. And then in the next moment, I took a cold shower. You could check out my YouTube videos to see that. Um, in the shower, if I make YouTube videos, I wear underwear. I'm not naked in video. But I'm trying to show my journey in real time, for one, with the positive expectation that I am fully healing and I will fully move into vibrant health on all levels. And I'm putting out that positive energy. And that's why I'm documenting it in real time with the confidence and faith that the healing is here now and it will happen more and more every moment. Also, I'm putting out the energy that my experience can benefit other people in real time, like today, maybe even you seeing this video. So now I need to focus on relaxing because I'm feeling the coffee move through the intestines or whatever part of the body this is, the colon, the large, small intestine, wherever the coffee's going. I have to relax. There's a little feeling of like, oh, I want to just release it into the toilet and just let the liquid come out. But then it requires kind of relaxing and trusting and letting the coffee move deeper into the bowels. And this is why if you're new to coffee enemas or any type of enemas, you want to be gentle because like it either could be painful or it could feel very, very uncomfortable. So that's why you want to just go gently and just let a little bit of water into the intestines in the beginning. And then eventually you could go deeper and deeper and it'll go further in. And then you could release even more toxins from the body. So again, I'm just relaxing and breathing. So again, I don't know how big that enema bag is. I think it's at least one, it's at least, I think it's 2 quarts. I don't know. So as you can see there, it was fully full. Now it's fully empty. So all of that is in my bowels right now. And what I usually do, it depends how much you, um, like what your diet is like and what your um, health is like. Um, but that might be impossible for you to do, to put whole 2 quarts or a whole enema bag worth of fluid into your bowels. So it's helpful to try to cleanse as much as you can with a healthier diet or any type of like a more of a liquid diet is more cleansing often. You have to find the diet that works for you with the enemas. And you're just relaxing. I don't know if you could hear that, but so the coffee is like moving through my body right now. And then, yeah, you could find directions online of how to do it and how long to hold the coffee in, what type of coffee, and all that stuff. What position to lay in. Also, you want to just do it and figure out what works for you after you do more research online. But Like sometimes it feels better to lie on one side of the body, sometimes the other side. Sometimes you start in one position, like laying on the left side, and then you can move on to your back and then on the right side. There are many different ways to do it. Sometimes you could be on your hands and knees in certain parts of the enema. But the more you do it, the more intuitive it will become. And your body will tell you when to do the enemas, when it's too much, when you need a break from it, how often to do it. There's also probiotic enemas, wheatgrass enemas, um, magnesium enemas, many different types of enemas, and then there are colonics. So it's worth exploring these practices. And then how do you um, integrate other practices? Like you could do abdominal work. You could massage your stomach. You could do different yogic abdominal work and then do the enema. You could do yoga and then the enema. You could, many other ways to integrate other practices. So eventually it becomes very creative. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stand up. The head hurts so much. It's getting better, but it hurts. But the enema has been helping reduce the inflammation, which has caused slight paralysis in the left side of the body at times, and definitely pain the left side of the body from the tumor and the inflammation on the right side of the head. So that's part of why I'm doing the enemas as well, to reduce the inflammation in the body. The inflammation, it's not just in the head, but it's in the whole body. So the enemas are helping immensely, along with cold showers, ice cold baths, standing barefoot on the earth when the ground is freezing cold, breathing in positive energy from the earth, and then exhaling, giving the earth my pain and letting go of the stress, because the earth, she can handle it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some more coffee into the enema bag, because I still have more. And this, I don't know exactly what is the minimum amount to get the benefit, but I'm kind of exploring, and maybe I'm even using too much. Like, not too much, like not too high potency of coffee, like not too many scoops of coffee when I make the coffee, but possibly too much liquid. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically I'm going to fill up the enema bag again with, I don't know what recipe I used. I used like, I think 4 tablespoons of coffee to 8 cups of water. I think that's how much I used. Or maybe 3 heaping tablespoons of coffee to 8 cups of water, and made that coffee. But then I added some, I don't know how many more cups to it, so it made more. So it's not just one enema bag full of coffee. I'm actually going to do 1.5, maybe even 2. So yeah, I'm just kind of experimenting, because there's the benefits of the coffee and what it does for the liver, but then there's the liquid, which actually cleanses the GI tract as well, besides just the benefits of the coffee. So yeah, this is definitely practice for me, and especially if you have glioblastoma, this can really help a lot, from my experience anyway, with the stimulating the liver to release the glutathione and the anti-inflammatory benefits. But the Western doctors, often they don't recommend it. I'm just relaxing again. So again, it's that moment of like, oh, the body wants to release the liquid, but just relaxing and letting it go deeper into the body. So yeah, I couldn't do these coffee enemas when I was in the hospital after surgeries. Either it wasn't safe, or they don't let you do coffee enemas in Western hospitals. Not any that I've been in, anyway. Yeah, just relaxing. So, yeah. Well, if you're still here, I'm coming back. Wasn't sure if I would have to have a bowel movement, so I just prepared. And now which is kind of cool, standing up, which helps the liquid move in a certain way in the bowels. And now I'm lying down again on my side. So yeah, pretty deep practices, um, especially if there's stress, can be helpful to actually cleanse the body. Sometimes we think the stress is in the mind, and it can be. It could be in our energy also, and emotions. But sometimes just cleansing the physical body can actually purify and cleanse any relationships, any situations, and then you can create miracles by letting go of the physical toxins. Just relaxing. So yeah, especially with cancer, it's not just a matter of like getting rid of this evil thing in the brain. In my case, it's not even an evil thing. It's a part of my reality, which is bringing many blessings from my soul's path. Um, but sometimes I think with people with tumors, it's like, oh, I have to get rid of the tumor. The tumor is the problem. And as soon as we release the tumor, then there's the healing. But actually, it's the whole body that needs the healing. It actually felt good to get up, and I thought I was going to have to release and have a bowel movement. But then the coffee kind of moved, and then I'm lying down on my side again, and now it's kind of moving in the opposite direction, and so. And then also you can be, if you're doing the enemas, you can kind of draw the stomach in and then let it relax, kind of create a little bit of movement in the abdomen to help the fluid move even better. And then you can also relax and inhale towards the belly, and then you can exhale and draw the belly in. So it's a really beautiful practice to do the enemas, and like I said, they become more intuitive. You're able to get more benefit out of them the more you do them. You don't want to overdo it, because for many different reasons you can kind of like, it is possible to overdo it, so be mindful of that. I'm kind of feeling like I don't need to put more coffee into my body to get the benefit this morning. I've been on pretty much like 90 or 95% liquids. And most of those liquids are either water or green juice, healing teas, water with different high vibe supplements like medicinal mushrooms, really high vibe green powders, um, this thing called Perfect Aminos. It's an amino acid complex, a green tea extract. What else? This thing called Pectosol C. Um, and then sometimes really amazing green smoothies. Um, so I'm doing a living foods, raw vegan living foods keto diet, which is pretty hardcore, and some people it is be impossible to do, but I am pretty hardcore and I am filled with infinite possibilities, so I'm doing that. Sometimes I have this thing called Livaplex, which my functional medicine doctor recommended. I think it comes from cow, so I think it's cow liver capsules. So I'm taking that. And then once in a rare occasion using fish oils, but I like the Udo's oil, UDO. It's omega 369 oils. But if I need to eat animals to fully heal the brain cancer, I'll do that. But as of right now, things are improving, and I guess different people have different, like, some people can thrive on a living foods vegan diet with proper supplementation. Some people cannot. So I'm trying to stay open to what feels good for me and also what is in my highest healing and also longevity. So trying to stay open to what works in each moment and how that evolves. So yeah, just trying to relax again, letting the liquid move through and deeper. And there's also the saltwater flush. But I haven't done that because I don't know how safe that would be for me now with the seizures. And I've done saltwater flush before, but if I do it now, that amount of salt with the kidneys and the electrolyte balance and affecting seizures, I wouldn't feel comfortable and safe doing that now. So I'm grateful for the coffee enemas. I probably could do the saltwater flush. I just haven't, and I don't want to. Just want to be extra safe right now. Um, I mean, the coffee at times could be dehydrating if I'm not staying hydrated. So I am staying super hydrated, and it hasn't been an issue. It was many months ago. Um, yeah, well, that was because I did it one time, and I did a sauna, and I was dehydrated, and then it aggravated a seizure. But since then, each time I've done the coffee enemas, it's no problem at all as long as I stay hydrated and just I'm good to go. So with that being said, just shifting positions. I hope you gained something positive out of this video, even just one thing. So I'm gonna finish up here. I'm so grateful to share my journey in real time, putting out the prayer for healing for myself, positive energy for myself, healing and positive energy through me from God to many, many people in many realms, for myself, for the plants, for the animals, for you, for your sphere of influence. And thank you so much for your love and your prayers and your support. And may God bless you in every single way, every single day. E2 here, embodied and empowered. Wishing you well.